the geopolitics then. Russian President Putin said a set of draft peace points discussed by the US and the Ukraine could form the basis of a future deal to end the war, but warned Russia will keep fighting if talks stall. He added that Washington's updated four-part framework takes into account Moscow's position and has already been sent to the Kremlin. My colleague Sumita Karir is now joining us with the details of this.
That's right. Ahead of a U.S. delegation's visit to Moscow next week, Russian President Vladimir Putin has reportedly said that the U.S. President Donald Trump's proposals for ending the war in Ukraine could be the basis for future agreements. However, no final version exists yet. He also said that there is no final draft of the peace plan. However, some points of peace plan do require discussion. He essentially also said that U.S. peace plan does take into account some of Russia's concerns and that Russia is ready to discuss Europe's security concerns. Remember, that's been a big point that European leaders over and over again over the past couple of months have mentioned, that their security concerns need to be addressed. In fact, they've not been very happy with Putin's response with respect to their security guarantees that all of these leaders of Europe have asked. But he is ready. Putin is ready to address their concerns, so that's a big positive. Putin also said that he's ready to start talks with the United States anytime, and that for Russia to stop fighting, Ukraine has to stop as well. In fact, it has to withdraw troops. He also said that U.S. sanctions on Russian oil firms were unexpected and that these sanctions are impacting United States ties with Russia. He said that Russia is developing a response to possible seizing of reserves. So that's an important point. In fact, that perhaps is the very first time that Vladimir Putin has come out and spoken on United States sanctions on Russia. The U.S. president has been very vocal on putting and slapping sanctions on Russia to ensure an end to the war is arrived at. Meanwhile, the Kremlin confirmed that the United States presidential envoy Steve Witkoff is expected to visit Moscow next week, and he would then likely meet with President Putin as Trump continues to push for a resolution to Moscow's nearly 4-year-old invasion of Ukraine.
Before we wrap this edition of Buy Now, Sell Now, here's a quick programming note. Now, the beginning of every month often marks key financial activities, salary credits, bill payments, and planning expenses. But just as we plan for our expenses, it's equally important to plan for our investments as well. And to encourage this habit, SBI Mutual Fund, in collaboration with Times Network, is launching a nationwide investor awareness initiative, Bharat Nivesh, Behtar Kal. The objective of this initiative is to promote the habit of consistent investing among Indians, helping them secure their financial future. And as part of the campaign, we're observing 4th of every month as a monthly reminder to ensure that you start your SIP or ensure your existing SIP continues. So go on and set your reminder to invest consistently and stay committed to your goals for the financial well-being of you and your loved ones.
And well, with that, it's curtains done on this edition of Buy Now, Sell Now. Kanishka and I will take your leave. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't go anywhere. Markets at Noon is coming up next.